it's time for the video of the day. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome. My voice is still cracking just a little bit. As you can tell, I do have it back. If you watched my last video clips, you saw me playing basketball. And it was my son Tristan that was recording. And the other clips were my grandson. That was my grandson, Jackson. And he's a cutie patootie, I'm telling you what. Now, you'll notice during this video, I'm looking over here a lot because I'm sitting in a parking lot and they're unloading me. And the stuff that they're unloading has no pallets. So I don't know how they're going to get it off. But I'm waiting for them to flag me down and tell me, hey, come back here and help us. You know? If that happens, guess what? I'm going to have to go back there and help them. So, there's a bunch of guys standing back there now. I'm not sure what they're doing. But I'm trying to keep my voice, quiet, so I'm not talking too loud. Because that could then cause me to lose it again. I don't know why I lost my voice. I have no idea. I hadn't been yelling. I wasn't sick. Although when I was playing basketball the other day, I thought I was going to die. Oh, and if you happen to notice, I am wearing the same purple shirt. It's been washed since then. Like I said, I wasn't sick. I hadn't been yelling. Nothing. My voice wouldn't work. And so I've tried to keep it down so I'm not yelling and not even yelling, but not even talking loud. Okay, so you may have to turn up the volume on this video in order to hear me because I'm not talking very loud. And I'm just hoping the mic will pick me up. It picked up pretty good the other day while I was playing basketball. I couldn't make a basket to save my life. It was pitiful. Pitiful. Pitiful, pitiful. They finally put those hoops back up. I had gone home this last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and my wife and I were talking about walking. She was going to go walk, whether I was going to or not. And then Tristan told me, hey, they put the basketball hoops back up. I'm like, great, we can go out there and play basketball. So Tristan and I go out to play basketball while my wife and my daughter are walking. And he decides he wants to walk. Okay. When he got towards the end of his walking, that's when I had him come over and do the recording. But I couldn't make a basket to save my life. If you missed that one, go back and watch clips and see. It's the very first video clip on there. It was 3 different video clips. This is why I called it clips. There was me playing basketball. There was... I'm sorry, just thinking about it makes me laugh. There was my grandson, Jackson, and basically what she was doing was his mom was giving him a sponge bath, right? He had his diaper on. And she was just kind of sponging him off, wash his face, wash his chest, his arms, his back, legs, whatever. And she had a big bowl with soapy water. And Jackson didn't want to be washed. He wanted to put his hands in and splash in the water. And she kept taking it away from him. You could hear him giggling. And then the last one was he was in his little wading pool outside. They can't do much. They live in Michigan. I did want to touch on that today. I'm in Illinois right now, and they're almost as bad. I had to get my mask out in order to go in here to use the restroom because you can't come in the building without a mask on. So I had to get my mask out. I'm glad I brought that along. I had to get my mask out to go and use the restroom. In any event, Michigan, their governor is an absolute idiot. Whitmer, I think her name is. She opens up northern Michigan, right? She says, okay, we don't need the lockdown in northern Michigan. And then she proceeds to tell her constituents, the people that vote for her, the people who pay her salary and bought what she has, she proceeds to tell them, don't go to your summer homes up north. Obviously, nobody listened to her. Because she went to her summer home in Traverse City. And then I read an article where her husband tried to go get their boat out of storage. And the storage company told him, sorry, because of this lockdown, we're way behind. And we might have it sometime in June. She thought she was going to open up northern Michigan And she was going to go up there and enjoy Memorial Day weekend without all the traffic because nobody else would go up there because they weren't supposed to. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I think that's what it's done here. I sent her a message telling her, I'm blocking an alley. I sent her a message telling her that she was not going to get reelected because none of her constituents were going to vote for her because of this whole mess. I don't think it's as big a deal now as it was, say, a month ago. And I think now the politicians are using it for political advantage. I mean, I'm a sports fan. All right, I love baseball. I love hockey. But the hockey season didn't even get to finish. I don't think there was a Stanley Cup winner this year. In baseball season, they did a little bit of spring training, but they never got into the actual season. Some of the radio stations in Missouri are playing old Cardinals playoff games on the radio just to, fill in the spot. And they got to get rid of this. They're talking now. I had seen an article that the president of the University of Michigan says there's not going to be a football team if all of the students aren't back in class. So Whitmer doesn't open up so that our kids can go back to class in the fall. And she's liable to be shot. Michigan football is huge, and I'm sure Michigan State will follow suit. Okay, with whatever Michigan does, and vice versa. Michigan State doesn't get to play football. Michigan doesn't get to play football. You're talking about two powerhouses in the Big Ten. That's not going to be good for the governor. She's trying to use this as a political thing, and it's going to blow up in her face. Anyway, I don't know of anybody who's got the COVID-19 disease. I don't know anybody who's actually died of it. There are people that they say died of it, but then you hear stories that, some of these people are dying, but they're not dying of the COVID-19. They're dying of something else, but they're saying it was COVID-19. There was one where I read this kid was really sick, and they took him in for treatment. And instead of doing the COVID-19 testing that was, done in a few hours, they did a standard testing. It took a whole day. Guess what? Kid died. Okay? And they called it, he died of COVID because of COVID-19. Now, the reason they can get away with that is because they were waiting for the COVID-19 testing to come back in order to treat him. So he died because of COVID-19. Ignorant. Absolutely ignorant. And I guess hospitals, nursing homes get kickbacks from that, from the government. Why would you pay them for people dying of COVID-19? That just prompts them to want to let these people with COVID-19 die so they get more money. Because greed is the common denominator here. In any event, I've been talking for 8 minutes. These guys are standing around here like they're lost. I don't know if they're going to start unloading or what. In any event, I'm going to wrap this up, get it put together for you. I don't know if I get it put on for you today. I will attempt it. It may be tomorrow. Okay. This is Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. But remember, like, comment, share this video. Let people know that Greg the Crazy Trucker is out here and he is creating havoc wherever he goes. And until next time, this is your host of the video of the day, Greg the Crazy Trucker, saying, see ya. See, I didn't even do that loud.